Well, there's already people here. Hello, everyone. Welcome. We're on.
Hello. How's it going, everyone? Now, I need to always do this. Where's the camera?
Just there.
In the corner there. Okay, excellent. Because we should be looking at the camera, waving at the people.
Yep.
G'day, Jeff. G'day, Blake. Diane, Chad. How's everyone going?
We've already got 73
good?
people.
Can you? Oh, wow.
Everyone's ready.
That's great.
Ready
Can you all hear us loud and clear? Oliver. Hello, my beautiful ones. That's nice.
That's Christina. Awesome. All right, cool.
Yeah,
sorry.
You go.
Yep.
You go. So first up, it's actually during the discussions we had Katie Sarah. It's your birthday, so happy birthday. We hope that you made it home in time and that you're able to watch this broadcast. So if you're there, are you there? No, okay.
Maybe she'll pop up.
And Nicholas Levore is having a date over for some grouper and said if she doesn't like the broadcast, she isn't going to be invited back.
Pressure's on. We better entertain ya.
And
should I start juggling?
Maybe. And I'd like to follow that through next week. So let us know how it all goes.
Yeah.
Next month.
Yeah. Cool, guys. Well, thank you for joining us. What have we done today? We just we stopped off at the main island. We're here in the Abaco Islands in the Bahamas, and we are in complete and utter love with the Abaco Islands. We just love it here.
Yeah.
But
it's really good.
Yeah, we've officially, as of today, we ran out of food that we'd stocked up in Florida, and yeah, we had a dry boat. So anyway, we've just been running around like madmen. So we're so happy to sit down and relax.
We've got
a glass
ice,
of cold water,
which means we're not too far from civilization, and there's fish everywhere, and we're in definite paradise. So this is really, really good. Okay. First question.
So we have a few questions from you guys from our Patreon site that we've saved. So we're going to answer those, and then we're going to take some questions from you on here, and we're going to
Well, it's you on here, but they just asked them 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And also last month, because there was a few that we didn't get to.
Yeah. And we're going to be telling you what the sex of the baby is.
Yeah, but I think...
Which don't you guys start writing, because I think the last live episode I might have accidentally given it away. But we're going to officially tell you in a bit, which we're really excited about.
Well, let's do that now.
Should we?
Yeah.
Do it now?
Yeah. It's a boy.
I wanted to do a drum roll! It's a boy, you guys. Yeah, we're really, really happy. Riley was like...
I didn't realise how much I wanted... you go. Yeah, we thought it was a girl.
Yeah, so we couldn't wait to find out the sex of the baby. Everyone was like, you should wait, and yeah, we tried really hard, but we had to know.
Really hot.
We really had to know, and so we went in, and I had an ultrasound, and the baby was moving around a lot, and he said he had his suspicions about a girl, but he didn't give us a definite answer. So we went home thinking it was a girl, and you know, everything rearranges in your head, and I'm just thinking about like life with this little baby girl. And then a few weeks later we did a blood test, and it came back as a boy. And it was funny, Riley was really happy if it was a girl, but we were sitting at the front on the trampolines, and I got the email from my midwife, and she told me, and I was like, Riley, and he was like, what? And I said, guess what? He's like, what? And I was like, it's a boy. And he jumped up and he yelled yes, and he went inside and he popped a bottle of red wine. That's literally how excited he was.
Yeah, I didn't know. Like I was really happy with a girl, right? But when I found out it was a boy,
it made you realise how much maybe you did want a boy.
Yeah, I actually did want a boy.
You get your little sailor boy now, Ralph.
I do. So that's going to be excellent. It's actually going to be amazing.
But if you guys could keep that a secret, we're going to do a gender reveal to, you know, everyone else. I'm not sure when, but we wanted to tell you guys first. So just please keep that a secret if you can.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Sorry to interrupt everyone. Elayna, did you shut that window on purpose?
Yeah, just in case the sound is a bit.
Well, they don't really want to see us sweating.
No.
I mean, if it messes with your if you can't hear us, if it's all windy in the audio, just let us know. But otherwise, I mean, it's pretty hot. It's pretty hot in this boat.
Yeah. Okay, guys, let's get into the questions.
Oh, did we put on Facebook about this happening?
I think all of our patrons should know about this. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, well, not always they check.
Alright,
so
why
we
don't you
should chuck
answer
it on.
the sailing question and I can quickly do that now.
Okay, you'll need to plug this into
Some
my phone.
people miss out on this live broadcast because they don't know where to find it, so I've just got to quickly do something, but Riley is going to answer a question.
SV Gypsy Queen. Super exciting, so happy for you two. Do you have any long-term plans for raising the young sprog aboard Lavaga yet, or going at it with a one day at a time attitude? What was the question?
Come on, Russ. This date.
Long-term plans for raising the sprog on board. Well, so there's various equipment that we're going to need. We've definitely decided to go slow, which we think is important for a whole bunch of different reasons, not the least of which is getting him settled in, less crossings,
and just being
less
close
stressed
to
mum and dad, closer to civilization, and also, closer to civilization, but also, you know, we're just a hop, skip, and a jump away from hospitals,
Yeah.
doctors, all the things that you might imagine. So there's that sort of things. There's the slowing down. There's the equipment, which we know we're going to need to get. But you're sort of the expert there, Elayna.
The equipment in terms of baby stuff.
Yeah.
As long as he is secure, it's so good that I can refer to him as a he now. It's so much easier because I always have to think before I speak. But now you guys know it's a he. And for those of you just joining us now, we just announced the sex of our baby and it's a boy. Anyway, so as long as he has a place to sleep, we can strap him down. When he starts walking around, obviously he'll be in a harness. We'll have to fence up the whole boat. We'll have to put locks on the windows and doors when he can start climbing around and wanting to go for a swim, early hours in the morning, etc.
Education, because he's saying long-term plans. So,
right.
Yeah, we've alluded to this in the past. I think that it's important to have the kids socialise, have the little boy be in social situations with other kids his age. So if we need to slow down, or if he seems very well adjusted and everything's going quite well, then no worries, we'll keep pushing on. But if he's not happy or it feels like we need to slow down and put him in a school, then that'll be the most important thing.
Yeah.
So he'll go off to boarding school and we'll keep sailing.
Riley went to boarding school and he really loved boarding school. So
but we can't put him there at 5.
No, of course not. But
so we'll definitely look at schooling on board, and I'm really looking forward to going through a syllabus with him. I think that'd be just absolutely amazing.
Come closer into the shop.
And then as it gets on, I mean that's 5 years away. So the question was for long-term plans, but education-wise, I think that a lot of that can be done on board. It would just be the social side of things, which I think is quite important, and we'll be learning about this as we go.
Yeah.
And if we have to pull the trigger, then we will and send him to school.
Yeah, we'll always do what's best for him. But we've met a lot of great boat kids. We've also met a lot of strange boat kids, I would say. We have.
Yeah.
I found they're usually like...
Not a lot.
Nah, it probably isn't right.
It's hard.
Fair few.
You can imagine that when they're not engaged in social situations with people their own age, some of them probably aren't as well adjusted as you'd like.
Yeah, so we just want to make sure, it's balanced. But anyway, should we move on to the next question?
I think so.
All right. Do you want to read it out or me?
Oh.
Whose turn is it?
We're both a little bit tired today.
I actually did not sleep last night at all. Riley was having a nightmare about spearfishing and he kept rolling from side to side for hours and hours. I think I had an hour's sleep, honestly. So
I had a lot
apologise
more
if I'm
than,
a bit slow.
than Elayna, but yeah. Okay, question. Your video equipment is as crucial as the boat for your livelihood. What equipment and software do you have duplicates of, and what do you wish you had backups for? There's a longer question to that, but yeah. Do you want to answer that, Elayna?
What equipment and software do you have duplicates of? Security cameras. 2
laptops. We've got. I mean, we could get it done with an iPhone if we needed to. I'm just talking about cameras.
Yeah, so
we've got 2 laptops. Cameras would be fine. We've got 4 lots of 2 iPhones, a 6D, an 80D,
a Canon. We
Canon
love
5D
Canon.
Mark IV. Well, it's all we can use.
Yeah, so we love our Canon 6D, and we also have a little G7X Mark II power shot. Is it a power shot?
Yep.
And that's really great. It's super sneaky, so like it can be pretty awkward filming some, in certain situations. So that's always great because you can just pull it out and film something. And we have 2 GoPros. One just died. We need to get a new GoPro. I find that they go pretty quickly. I think it's important to have 2 drones, which we don't. You guys know we recently, the seagull crashed the drone. It wasn't me. So we didn't have a drone for ages, and we were going to some beautiful locations, which is so disappointing because I was, really kicking myself that I couldn't film some sky shots for you guys. So I would say backup drones, if anything. Always a backup camera.
That's going to be the thing that you crash for sure.
And I use Premiere Pro for software.
Yeah.
Premiere Pro is great, but my first, how many videos I made on iMovie? I was just in denial. I didn't want to change programs because, it takes a long time to learn a new one. What?
Can I interrupt? Darren jumped on and goes, "Sorry, I'm late. What's happened?" And when someone goes, "No, you didn't miss much. He's having quadruplets."
That's really funny.
Very funny.
So that's the software that we use. What else, Raz?
CMO.
What else do we have? Do you ever want security cameras for the boat itself, for at night or when you leave? Maybe for when we leave, but honestly, we're never gone for too long. And, no, I don't think it's necessary. We've met a few cruisers who have, really cheap little cameras that you can hide in the corners. And how do they connect?
That's like a full security system, which would require an install. We'd probably have to go... Well, from here, I would need to go to the US to get it done. It's a big deal, and there are more important things for us to do at the moment than that. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad idea, but it's going to suck power, and it's not a minimalism thing, which that's what this boat is all about, and that's why I am spending my time spearfishing and sailing rather than repairing things, because the boat's not full of gadgets.
Too many things,
basically.
yeah.
You can fill the boat up with gadgets if you want, but that's not our philosophy, and that's not Ultramer's either.
Depends where you are. Yeah, if we were in a dodgy area and we had to leave the boat for a few months, then
you put it in a security marina.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't really think it's necessary, but some people like checking up on their boat from home.
So that is a no, Justin.
Yep.
For now.
Dan Brown. Sailing question. What is your...
2 wonderful books.
Did he?
Yep.
Is this the Dan Brown?
Angels and Demons, probably.
Alright.
I like authors.
That's pretty cool.
He knows I like writing.
Sailing question.
Sorry if you would get that.
What is your arrangement for reefing lines? Slab reefing with manual reef tack attachment, single line, double line, etc. Just curious what you prefer and why.
Okay, we've got slab reefing. What we have is a double line at the back, at the aft, and then at the front, it's there's nothing. There's no line at all. So on the Ultramer, I need to go forwards to take a reef, which is fine because we're not moving around very much. I mean... It's
the centre.
Yeah. If I would need to take the camera and walk along and show you, I would step from here to here, and I've got my hand on the handrail. 1, 2 more steps and you've swung around and you're at the base of the mast. And for a wave to come over or knock you around or whatever, you'd need to roll. You'd need to fall over sideways. and roll 3 times before you went overboard. Also, in conditions that would warrant it, you would obviously be wearing a harness and be tied off anyway. So, I find that the no line at the front and pulling the sail down at the front of the mast and running a, what would you even call that? It's like a double strap through there, and then we've got a shackle, a quick release shackle that snaps into place, and then we'll come tight on the halyard again. And that's how we reef at the front, and the back's got the double line. And that saves having a whole heap of rope in your cockpit. So you've got half the amount of rope. And I know on the old boat where we had double line slab reefing, there was just a mess all the time. So yeah, I think this system is, I really like this system that we've got, and I wouldn't change it to 2 lots of double line reefing.
All right, sailing questions over.
That's
your
what we
back,
do.
I got your back, ladies. Let's have an interesting question. No, that's fine. That's what
Can
we
you
do.
believe that, Dan? Let's see what I've got to put up with, mate.
Slack line, reefing line. No, it's alright. Jordan Meek. I'm guessing you've answered this before, but I'm thinking about cruising around the world, and I'm concerned about seasickness. Did you feel seasick when you first set off? Do you still feel seasick sometimes? What are you laughing at?
Yes, my leg is still attached. Vladimir.
Is it really something you can get used to? Thanks. I love watching your videos. What an incredible time we live in that they are possible.
Oh, sorry.
Are you showing you? Look, he's got 2 legs.
No,
there you go.
why did you shut that again?
Because I'm worried about the sound.
Can you please all sing out if the audio is getting wind in it?
Yeah, let us know if the audio...
I might pass out if we don't have that window open.
Okay, so the question's about seasickness. I would say for me personally, Riley never gets seasick. Riley has never been seasick, even in the roughest conditions. He can be on the old boat, he could be down below watching a movie with a blanket on his head, and he still wouldn't get seasick.
Eating 4-day-old cheeseburgers.
I'm not kidding. He is, I don't know what kind of creature you are, but...
Well, I think it means that I'm a little bit dumb. No, I think it is, because it's a discrepancy between
what your eyes see and what your brain...
What your senses sense and what your brain is telling you. So I've either got dull senses or dull brain.
That's really funny.
Probably both. So yeah, it's the discrepancy between those things. I don't know if we answered all of the... But there are things that you can do. You can go into there's... Mathieu was telling us that you can go into a tank in France where you sort of float around in water. Did we answer this question last time?
No.
You can go into a tank where you float around in water, and that will mean that, I don't know, you float around in water in the dark, and it's sort of like, you don't know up from down or, you know, left from right, and apparently that helps. But Mathieu said that it's amazing. He was going to get Elayna to
an
go.
intense course you can do. But anyway, Riley is just superhuman, never gets seasick. For me, the older I get, I feel like I'm getting more and more seasick. But it's hard to tell because now I'm pregnant.
The baby.
Yeah, now I'm pregnant and it's just been amplified, I think. But I've been bedridden twice in the 4 years I've been sailing.
Gary, sensory deprivation chamber. Thank you.
That's it.
Were the words that
that's
I was scrapping.
That's called that you float in the course. If you want to get serious about trying to prevent seasickness, but
why don't you tell them about your
when we first set off, I wasn't seasick at all. That was what he asked. Even in really rough weather, I didn't know the difference. I don't know. For some reason, I wasn't seasick to begin with.
Yeah.
It's different for everyone. It's so hard to answer this question. It depends on a lot, like the motion, what you've eaten that morning, if you've taken any pills, which I don't. I've never taken the seasickness tablets.
In our guide, which you will have all read.
Yeah. We wrote
haven't you?
I wrote a big thing up on seasickness, which has everything from, trying to prevent it and, yeah. Is it something you can get used to? I think so, for sure. if you know how to, what I do every time we set sail is I'll look at the horizon, I will avoid reading a book, looking at my phone. If there's any smell like diesel, that could set you off, so I just try and stay away from weird smells. And for that first day, if you can do that, usually I think you're fine. And that's what I tell guests when they come on the boat sailing with us for the first time and they're feeling a bit seasick. I just say, if you can get through this first day, you should be right for the rest of the trip.
Yeah.
But if you're sick on the first day, you might not recover.
I would say that you generally pick an obscure smell to blame, and that placebos really help.
Okay. Seasickness, cure number one, rum, says Samuel. I got a while until I can drink rum again. Okay, so that's
but you don't want to you don't want to drink on a boat, mate. Honestly, like if and when something does go wrong, you gotta. Well, for me anyway, I just have to be on the ball because you never know when shit's gonna hit the fan.
Yeah. Yeah,
certainly on crossing and half the time anyway. I mean,
it probably looks like we drink a lot. I think people
I don't know, maybe
people say that, but you know the videos are filmed over a week, so if we have 2 wines, like you know that for that video it might look like we've drunk every night for some reason.
I don't know.
Sometimes the timeline works out like that, but yeah, we really
this
don't.
This is straight vodka.
We really don't drink that much. Like Riley said, it's a lot of responsibility. He's the captain, so
we drink a bit, but you got to be sensible, and at the end of the day, you are in charge of a vessel and some people's lives. So you got to take that into consideration.
Exactly. But yeah, if I drink when we're sailing, I just go to sleep basically, which I don't like. Yeah, Riley told us he would drink more after the baby.
Yeah, that's a New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
Or last half of life resolution.
Yeah. How's the sound, guys? Can you still hear us? The wind's picked up a little bit. Just let us know.
It's the audio's over here.
I hope so. I just don't want.
And I'd like to take the opportunity now to read. Elayna hasn't read this yet, but this is was a comment after last.
Awesome, thanks guys.
Thing.
Very good audio.
That we did after the last live broadcast that we did for you guys a month ago. So, Sinya, I'm not sure if I got the correct pronunciation there. I'm going to go with Sinya though. It's funny that you, Riley, mentioned the influence that Elayna could have on other maybe younger girls and women, because she already has. I probably wouldn't have told you this anyway because you are getting loads of comments already, but if you, Elayna, need any encouragement to thematicize some girl power topics, advice, etc., this is it. I had a very serious car crash in November. This is in the, if you scroll through the comments after the last thing, Sinya wrote this in. I had a very serious car crash in November where the driver on the oncoming lane fell asleep and crashed straight into me. That crash broke almost every bone in my legs as well as my arm and some thoracic vertebrae and other stuff. I'm still learning how to walk, swim and dance again, and my life has been completely shaken up, and that's okay. Now I have the freedom to rearrange my life, and I have an even deeper love for it and want to experience the world. You, Elayna, are a huge inspiration for me. I think it's amazing how brave you are and have been, and how you take the challenges that you get confronted with. Because of you, I've decided to follow the voices inside of me that direct me to the sea and simply trust them. In spring, I'll do the boating certificate on the Lake of Constance in Germany, where I live, and want to learn free diving. So thank you, Elayna, for simply being yourself and spreading your vibes. And probably a whole bunch of girls would love some more of the pushing in the right direction, as Riley said. Aww. All the best, you 2.5, Sinya.
Oh, thank you, Sinya. If you're watching, and thanks, Riley, for saving that. That's really nice.
No, that's all right. And I think because we generally get pretty good comments, but there are some really annoying ones because I go through them all, and they piss me off. But and it would be helpful if you guys could jump in and go, well, that's incorrect, or that's
it's hard
wrong,
to keep up with
or
those
whatever.
comments.
But anyway, well, if that's not your thing, then don't waste your time. I probably shouldn't either. But I think it's good to every now and then concentrate or point out a good one or a really good one.
First rule on the internet, never read comments, says Mike. I actually
But
don't
then
read the
you'd
comments.
miss out on this one.
Riley reads me the really good comments, but I stopped reading the comments.
And I need to
A
get a
long time
grasp
ago.
of the whole situation.
Yeah, that's Riley's thing. Okay, well that's really beautiful, Sinia. That comment was so nice. That brings me to we should probably tell you guys about thinking of me starting a new channel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you think?
Well, we
Is it
haven't
official?
decided on that.
We
yet.
had this idea because
Yeah, it's an idea.
I would really like to be, I feel like there's a part of me that wants to kind of unleash, and I would like to reach a lot of women and girls around the world. And I kind of feel like our main channel, it would be a little bit touchy to do something like that, just because there's a lot of sailors and it's mostly male. So I would like to be there for girls as well. So we were thinking of maybe I'll start a new channel or something like that, just to do little girly vlogs.
It's important to note that nothing here would change. Everything would be very similar, if not the same, and we'll still be concentrating on trying to make the channel better all the time. This one,
get more content out for you guys on our main channel, but yeah.
And then Elayna would do her own thing, like the
pregnancy vlogs.
What else are you going to talk about?
All kinds of girly stuff.
Honey and turmeric.
Homemade chocolate.
Yeah.
Weird recipes. Anyway.
Oh god.
That's what we're thinking.
No, that would be good, and it's a good place for people like Sinia and Elayna to hang out. It's just we might not have time. That's the only thing that we're.
Yeah, and we got the baby coming too.
We got
so
the baby.
Anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys the cool idea because I'm excited. And besides our parents, you guys are the only people we tell this stuff to. So.
Yeah, you're like our sounding board. We like run stuff past you guys. What do you think? And that's we have met a lot of you guys now, and
yeah, we've met so many of you guys.
You legitimately are, as a whole, very intelligent and people that I would seek advice off. So. Thanks for being cool.
Yeah, thanks for being there.
Yeah, like really good people. Like you can tell when you're scrolling through the comments, and well, more so since having met a whole bunch of you now, I'm like, okay, well, I can sort of trust these people and their thoughts and opinions.
And it's great to see you guys connect as well. Like this community that we have on Patreon, people are meeting up, and it's just so cool to see you guys interacting as well. So we're stoked.
Should we do some more? Should we take some questions from the floor? Should we pass the mic around?
Yeah, let's pass the mic.
So when's the next meet and greet? We've been announcing that on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, yep. So we're doing another Patreon meetup here in the Bahamas, 18th of September. We've already called out a bunch of names. A few more are going to be called out in the upcoming episodes. Yeah, I'm in charge of that.
Okay.
So there's going to be one in the Bahamas, and then when we get back, so I'm flying home actually. I think we've told you guys that we're having the baby in Australia, so I'm flying home in a month, and because it's still hurricane season, Riley is going to stay with the boat for a few extra weeks, and he's going to have his one last hurrah, I guess, before the baby comes, and he's going to single-handed sail it like a mad dog somewhere up north to get out of the hurricane belt for October, middle of October, when he will join me in Australia.
I'm going to talk about my plums a lot.
What do you mean? Plums?
I probably,
Personal joke with yourself?
Yeah, but no.
Never mind.
I was going to talk about single-handed sailing and be like, to make my balls grow. You know, I was going to be like, I'm a big, tough, single-handed sailor.
It's going to be fun to edit
balls.
these movies.
I'm going to watch my balls grow.
So Riley's
I was going to, instead of doing like a really inspirational voiceover, I was just going to talk about my balls.
Just talk to the oven again and stuff like that. I can just imagine what these vlogs are going to be like. But anyway, he's going to single-handed sail the boat north, and he's going to join me at home. We're going to be home to have the baby, and then we're going to fly back, and we're hoping to do another meetup when we fly back. So it'd be really cool to meet you guys again in Florida. And you guys will get to meet the little Nino, which will be so cute. I can't wait. We can pass him around the crowd.
There was a couple of people asking about joining. Probably not. I've been looking forward to doing a single-handed sail for a while. But if there's anyone on the east coast of the states, particularly around Charleston, and you know a place that we could leave the boat for a while, that'd be cool. But no stress, because I mean we can sort that out.
Let's take another question, hey? Yeah, we just so sailing the space between.
Yeah, it's a boy. We said at the start of this that
we announced the sex of the baby, and it's a boy. For anyone else who may have just joined. All right, let's take another question. Come on.
Hopefully, in a few years, you guys go to the Arctic Oceans. Due date is December 1.
Yeah, the due
It's
date.
a dude. Any chance you come further north? Ask me something.
Sorry, guys. It's always the questions come quick, so we've got to stop and scroll. Here we go, Rouse. Look, I got you back. Okay. Oh, okay. What kind of insurance do you carry, and what do they require for you to be in the Bahamas during hurricane season? Ralph? I told you to look into it.
I don't want to look at talk about insurance.
Yeah.
I just hate that.
Yeah, insurance is basically, I'm pretty sure that we're not insured for a hurricane in the Bahamas. So the plan is, we've been watching the weather every single day.
Yeah,
and if we see
does
anything,
tie in with the hurricane plans, which is an interesting subject. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I know you don't like talking about insurance. It's boring for you. But a lot of people find this interesting, so I'll just answer it. But basically,
no one finds it interesting, but it could be necessary.
Yeah. So yeah, we're just watching the weather. If we see something forming, I'm going to fly to the States and wait for Riley, and he's going to sail it up north real quick. And you guys know our boat goes really fast, so we need a few days notice, and Riley will be able to get pretty far away from it. So that's the plan. But yeah, our insurance doesn't cover us here in the Bahamas for hurricanes. So we're not planning on tying up to some mangroves and trying to,
well, probably not. We don't have the ground tackle on board to try and tackle a hurricane.
No.
But we could rustle some up in short order. Our plan, and we've spoken to Matthew about this, is to just bail. And in 3 days, and especially if I needed to and I had to sail hard, I would probably stick Elayna on a plane and I would just bail north, and I'd be out of there. I'd be 600 miles away by the time the hurricane came. And actually, if you look at predict wind right now, the very last download, this hurricane, well, it's not a hurricane at all, but there's this low.
It's a storm.
There's a low, and it goes like this, and then it comes back like this, and then it goes like this, and I was like, Elayna, that's exactly the one that would get me.
Yeah.
Because I'd be going north, and I'd be going this way and then this way, but I mean...
you'd have to have left it pretty late to actually be that, to have it just up your butt.
I'll be 600 miles away. So
Yeah.
when it's in the Bahamas, I'll be in New York.
Yeah.
That's just...
Well, it's not really a concern for us.
That's
as
where
long as we're watching that weather.
The speed of this boat is really, really safe.
It is. So that's insurance.
We should probably wrap this up, Elayna.
Yeah.
It's been 33 minutes.
Yeah. And I need a shower.
Well, I did sort of see a question before, which was where would Riley be if Elayna hadn't have pulled out the camera in those first that thing, and
what do you think he would
we're
be?
doing YouTube. I don't think that our life would be that different. I think we'd be probably running charters somewhere.
Yeah,
I think I'd probably be working offshore still, certainly for part of the year, just taking shorter contracts, and I'd be, I would have been in the industry for a fair while by now. I'd be taking shorter contracts and then in my time off be working.
And I'd probably,
in Australia
maybe
somewhere.
6 months back in Australia working, 6 months back on the boat.
Well, we
Don't
haven't
know.
discussed it.
I'm glowing.
I think we'd be
Talk about
running
pregnancy
a
glow.
charter somewhere.
Sorry guys, you probably can't see me right now. I'm really bright. There we go.
I think that might do us, guys. That's 35 minutes.
Yeah.
What do you think? Is that okay? Is that enough? Is that too much?
Alright, cool guys. Well, thanks for joining us. We're looking forward to doing this again.
We want to try and do this every month. We are going to do this every month, as long as we've got internet, which we should do. So
yeah, we
you
actually
can
had to
expect us
sail.
for at least
We had to sail. How far today?
Yeah, it wasn't far.
It wasn't. We went so fast. There was like
we've
20
been
knots
over
of wind.
backwards for you guys.
We had to sail to the mainland to get good internet, but it was totally worth it. Yeah, because we just burned over. That was a good sail.
It was.
It was. Anyway.
Thank you very much. Thanks for all of your support. You're wonderful and we love you.
Yeah.
Good
Chat
on you guys.
soon. And we're going to get in that comment section now and try and reply to some more of your questions that we couldn't answer. Lots of love from us. Cheerio, darling.
Oh, what was I going to sign off with?
Uh,
Roger that. Lavagabond monitoring 16.